Morning, everyone. This is Jagan Mills. I hope everyone's having a good day. Let's get in with it. Crimson Desert. Pre-ordered, launched on day one, and this was my first experience. Not the best quality, not the best graphics. Mind you, I'm on a base PS5. I'm not on a Pro or anything like that. I do regret buying Crimson Desert. I understand IGN rated it a 6 out of 10. I rated a 5 out of 10. If I was ever a critic of a video game, I expect better in 2026. Maybe it's unfair, but for me as a gamer, graphics, gameplay is everything. The story is secondary, but it helps in my critique. Character, setting, everything, attention to detail means everything in a video game to me. Yes, I'm a gamer at heart. Do I plan on spending another 8 hours out of the 2 hours that I've already played in this game? Absolutely not. Not until it's fixed. Not until the camera angle issue is fixed. Not until the combat aspect is fixed. Not until the locking mechanics of the game is fixed. Not until the player prompts are fixed. I'm assuming that these are going to come in soon, at least from what I've been hearing and what I've been told. At the end of the day, I don't want to waste 8 hours of my time just to get to the nitty-gritty meat and potatoes, whatever you want to call it, of what would be a compelling story that there is none. I don't care about Cliff from what I gathered. The only question I have that I also don't really generally care enough about to find out is why on earth did Cliff get it, or after he apparently died, tossed into the frickin' river and then come back? That's a genuine question. And if you played the first hour, generally the introduction of the game, it's a genuine question to have. He just had his throat slit. Why is he back alive? But honestly, personally, I don't care enough to find out. I don't care enough to put another hour in until certain things are fixed. Pearl Abyss knew this. When they presented the game, okay, it was shown in thematic and cinematics and stuff like that on PC. Okay, cool. But they should have known the state. Are you mean to tell me that Pearl Abyss and the studio who invested so much money into this game didn't have the means to just test it out on a base PS5? They didn't have $600 laying around to test on a PS5? Are you freaking kidding me right now? No, guys, I'm not a grifter. I'm a true fan of video games overall. Primarily, yes, Call of Duty. But however, when I see water like this, I have a problem. Okay, I don't know. To my knowledge, I don't even know if Pearl Abyss is a AAA studio, but what I do know is, how do you not see this, like, in 2026, and not say, you know what, maybe we should do better? How do you not see this and say, maybe we should do better? Oh, look at that, a meditation animation, not like we've seen this in Ghost of Yotei or anything like that, or Ghost of Tsushima or anything like that, or Assassin's Creed or anything like that, and oh my freaking god, we have seen this animation before in the Animus. And I will say this, when I play Crimson Desert, it makes me want to play 3 specific games. Assassin's Creed Shadows, because of its attention to detail, its lighting, and its pretty colors, and its theme, right? And its combat system, and its lock-on mechanics. Okay, I would rather play that because you lack in Crimson Desert. Okay, you remind me why I should play Assassin's Creed right now. And then I'm looking at the vast draw distance, right? Even the attention detail is fine. The animation lip syncing is on par with Greedfall, right? The cutscenes as you walk towards them is a nice, interesting transition. I love that. But the writing, who did you give this to? A toddler? Because the writing itself is damn near, it's horrible. ChatGPT could do a better job. And then with this, again, it reminds me that there is a better game out there. Ghost of Tsushima. Hell, Ghost of Yotei. Hell, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay, Red Dead Redemption 1. Dragon's Dogma 2. I would rather be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 if it had a more colorful palette, so to speak. Because everything that Dragon's Dogma 2, okay, and the reason why I'm talking about this, I'll get into it soon, is exactly why I wanted to go back and play it. If not that, Red Dead Redemption. If not that, it would be Assassin's Creed, specifically Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then, especially when I'm climbing the walls of the castles and stuff like that, it reminded me, oh yeah, where else could I do that? Yeah, I can literally climb almost every mountainside or cliffside in Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So why would I want to play Crimson Desert? Everything that Crimson Desert is doing reminds me of an inferior. It's an inferior game compared to what I've already played. So I expect better from Pearl Abyss, but then again, this is the first game that I'm aware of that I've ever bothered to play from Pearl Abyss, so it would be an unfair expectation. What I will say is no horse balls. Go figure. That Red Dead Redemption could do that, but Rockstar is Rockstar. I mean, you can expect good things from Rockstar. Pearl Abyss, don't know what you're doing, but you're ambitious. I like that. A big ass map. I love that. So I don't blame you for missing certain things here and there. I mean, this is after the day 2 patch or the day 1 patch, whatever, day 2, whatever, where they apparently fixed some changes, but the camera system is still janky. You know what other games does it better? Dragon's Dogma. The movement is kind of janky, but Dragon's Dogma's movement is also janky, but it does it better. Dragon's Dogma's controls are a bit convoluted and kind of weird sometimes. It takes a minute to get a wrap under that, right? But in the same vein, I can play Dragon's Dogma just fine without the lock mechanics, right? The lock-on mechanics when you're in combat, but it's pretty much like night and day. Like, I appreciate the attention to detail. I appreciate that I can go to every NPC and talk to them, right? I can't go in every, building like I can in Dragon's Dogma. I mean, in Crimson Desert, I need a key, but it doesn't tell you how to get said key. Do you need a lock-picking trait, skills, or something like that? I guess. I mean, look at the water. That looks amazing. That looks amazing. Now go ahead and put a freaking mission marker in this damn game, please. Great. You got one thing out of the way. Fix the freaking camera angle. Fix the freaking in-combat lock system, please. Lock-on system. Go ahead and please fix the lip syncing when there's cutscene and when you're in, you have dialogue, please. Go ahead and fix these things. It would be great because I'm not going to spend 8 hours in a mediocre game. Okay? If you can fix these things, I will gladly push through the next 6 hours. I don't see a problem with that. But when I invest in a game, it needs to look good. There needs to be a compelling story. The mechanics that are set out there needs to be refined. Okay, Dragon's Dogma did this right out of the box. Why can't Pearl Abyss do it? Guys, figure your shit out. Figure it out. I think you got a very good game on your hands. I think it's compelling. But every time I open this application, I get very close to just deleting it, not coming back until there's an update about it. Like, I'm being serious. It's a good game. Yeah, you guys got my $87 out of taxes. That's fine. You guys got my $87. That's great. I hope you enjoy. It's the last you'll see of me. That's great. I think this is a very compelling game. Do I think it's a 6 out of 10? No, I think it's less than. Do I think it's a 9 out of 10? Hell no, I think it's less than. I don't think it's worth investing unless it's actually perfected. You have a great start. You do. You can pet the cat. You can pet the dog. Okay, you can fish. I could do that in an older game called Far Cry 5. So this is nothing new. I'm not impressed. The enemy type, there's no variation. There's more bandits than there is in Skyrim. What are you doing? I appreciate that there's arcs, right? There's orcs. Sorry, not arcs, but there's orcs. This isn't Arc Raiders. There's orcs. So I appreciate there's giants. So I appreciate that I haven't come across a cat person like in Dragon's Dogma or Skyrim. If there's any really comparison, that's not a very good comparison. But everything that Dragon's Dogma had, there's no lizard people. Where is it? Where is it, Pearl Abyss? Where's they're not called Khajiits, but where's essentially the cat race? Pearl Abyss? Nowhere to be found right now. And if there is later down the road, I'm not interested in the game then. Okay? Sell me. Give me a reason to play your game, Pearl Abyss. Give me a reason, because I have every reason to delete this game, file a dispute, get my damn money back, and go play Dragon's Dogma 2. That's worth my time. Okay? Because my time is important. Like I said, I don't think there's anything majorly wrong with Crimson Desert. I don't. Other than the clouds being like a freaking JPEG image. But other than that, it was kind of weird. But I appreciate the ambition. I applaud the ambition. I appreciate the vast map. The map is freaking huge. Imagine a battle royale like that. That would be boss, man. Amazing. Amazing. It rivals Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Origin and freaking Odyssey map. you guys outdone yourself. I mean, it's the first game, so I have nothing really to compare it beyond that, but good job. But criticism where criticism is needed. Fix your shit. Please. Thank you. Okay? I'll be back when you fix your game. I have no problem. Even the biomes, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. And then the fact that you're using the freaking gear, like, I don't... What? Can you just make it simpler? Why do I gotta use the 2 analog sticks just to figure out where to select whatever, man? Like, oh my god, why do you make it convoluted? Like, if this game is meant for anybody to pick up, you ain't making it easy. Because I wouldn't recommend this to the everyday casual game. Like, yeah, Crimson Desert's a real great game, but you might find it interesting or a little bit difficult to navigate the menus. You might find it similar or comparable to Red Dead Redemption and other games that you have played in the past who have actually done their due diligence and done what they needed to do. I'm more inclined to recommend someone go play Assassin's Creed Valhalla over Crimson Desert. I mean, guys, I would rather just go play the Veilguard. I would rather want to play Marathon. I would rather play Concord. I don't want to play an undercooked game. I just don't. I deserve better. I want better. And I don't mind waiting for something better. But in the meantime, I will play a far superior game like Dragon's Dogma 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption 1. Okay? I would rather play the Veilguard. I would rather play Concord. I would rather go and invest and spend $40 and play Marathon, because at least they know what they're doing, and at least it's not a disappointment. At least I know I'm getting a can of crap. Okay? And at least they acknowledge it's a can of crap. Okay? Come on, Pearl Abyss. Do yourself a favor and fix your game. You know what will make this great, so don't wait on it. Don't sleep on it. Fix your game. Fix the camera angle. Let's just go down. Let's go back and just go through the list of what's going to bring me back, at least. And what'll bring back a lot of other people, too. Okay? Simplify the controls. Make it seamless. Ease of use should be easy. Okay? Fix your camera angle that you have with Cliff and all that jazz. Fix your issue with the whole menu navigation, which is still kind of janky even now. Okay, fix the stability overall of the game. Okay, fix the lock-on in-combat mechanics, fix that, and then make it seamless and put a freaking marker or a mission tracker or something like that. If you're gonna have missions tied to this, which is gonna be tedious, like go freaking clean the chimney, then please, for the love of everything holy and for the love of everything Crimson Desert, please make the missions very seamless so we can bypass and make this 8 hours less painful, right? Because sure, a lot of people will get past it, mostly streamers, and it makes sense because they get paid to play this slop. Okay? They get paid to do it. I don't get paid to do it, so therefore I ain't playing it. I ain't wasting my 8 hours. Unless you're paying me, but guess what? Pearl Abyss. Make it seamless. So you want this 8 hour initially, it's going to get better when it, past 8 hours. Okay, for the casual player, Pearl Abyss, make it easy. Put a freaking mission marker so people, the players know where to go, so we can make the 8 hours not that painful, so we can get to the meat, gritty potatoes and the freaking entree, and then we can eat our dessert, right? So maybe there might be a compelling story for Cliff and his companions. Maybe. There might be a tie-in with Dragon Dogma 2. I would never know because you didn't make the freaking first 8 hours seamless. I don't want to waste my time, Pearl Abyss. So please take the advice. I understand I'm a little harsh on the matter, but because I'm not a grifter channel. I'm not Narrow Cinema. I'm not Ink Slasher. I'm not Exclusive Ace. I am a freaking gamer who wants to game, but is not willing to waste their time. Thank you for this public announcement. And remember always, ladies and gentle peeps, peace be with you. Ciao, guys.